Here's a blocking hat for directors. For non-theater people, blocking refers to the cast's movement in a scene, and there are lots of ways to do it. And my method changes depending on the type of show, but for shows like Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I staged as a story theater piece with a large company and a ton of movement, I tend to use Keynote, which is Apple's version of PowerPoint. Now, I'm 100% sure that there's a better program out there for this, but I'm very familiar with Keynote and I can work pretty quickly on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at an example. Okay, what we're looking at is Keynote. I've pushed play, so now I'm in presentation mode. And what we're looking at in the play for Fantastic Mr. Fox, we're doing page 21 through 26 just on this slide. You'll notice that here I have, this is the platform with the guitar that the band's on. This white box is scaffolding. This is the shadow puppets that's on the downside side of the scaffolding. And on the upside are the big puppet heads of the three farmers. Now, just to be clear, these are not what our puppets look like. I just stole these from the internet, from the movie, just so we knew who they were. This starts with our story is now just halfway through, so come back soon and see part 2. Josie's center stage, she's Badger and the narrator, so she says that line, and then we go black, and it's a joke because we come right back up on a spotlight on Josie. Welcome back, my fellow burrowers, or whatever her line is. Boggis says dang and blast, and we have lights up on Davin and Avery, who are the other two farmers. When Badger says the workers form a tight ring, the cast shines their flashlights in a tight ring around the three farmers. And then, everything moves over there. So this is big beat blocking, and what I mean by that is I'm not telling them like specific tiny details to do or how to motivate their movement. I'm just telling them that, for example, at this moment, Josie is down center, Avery, Aaron, Xander, and Alec are over down left, and they can figure out what they do later, or I will help them. But at this point, I just need them to see where they go. Then we go back to this scenario. We're about to do the chicken scene. So Badger's narration is shadows only. So we're black here. And then while we're in darkness, the scaffolding rotates around. There are chicken puppets on it. The cast assembles, and they have chickens all around them. They're wearing chickens. They're holding chickens because it's the chicken scene. And then we go from there. So that's how that goes. It is a little time intensive in terms of the prep work, but I would much prefer spending an hour or two on a scene working it out on Keynote so that I'm not standing in front of the company wasting their time and my time trying to interpret whatever it is I've written on some paper. If the blocking's not that complicated, I definitely use paper, and I don't go through the process of Keynote, but I do write it down. But if it's simple blocking, if it's a normal drama and there's not a ton of movement, then I don't go to this trouble. But I do for shows like this. And I just find that it helps my cast visualize, and it's something I can post privately on YouTube so they can have access between rehearsals. I just find it really helps the shows that have complicated blocking or choreography. So here's a side-by-side with the final blocking.
Where on earth could he be? Always like. There he is. Put that down. What? The gun. Down. Oh. Don't point at me. Point at the hole. What hole? The box hole. Ah!